Today, I really want to talk to you about the top 5 unsecured business loans for young people to start a small business. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you're here to ask me if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to address an important topic. How do you, as a young person, find an unsecured business loan to start a small business? $1 million maximum. Now, when I'm speaking about unsecured business loans, it just simply means that there is no personal guarantee, there is no collateral required. You just walk in there, get the cash to launch your business. It is very important to understand that when we talk about startup business loans, there is a wide constellation, there is a wide variety of loans that we are referring to. We are referring to term loans, right? The kind of installment loans that gives you I would say steady payments, that allows you to make steady payments every month. You also have short-term loans. You have lines of credit. Lines of credit are not really loans. In other words, it just kind of works like a credit card where the lender makes available to you, to your business, a line of credit that you can actually tap into to grow your business, to pay your suppliers, to pay your staff, and that kind of stuff. You also have equipment financing. You have accounts receivable financing and factoring. So those are types of collateralized loans that allow you to actually fund your business without actually, but those are secure loans, of course, because you are actually securing the loan with the equipment, for example, or you're securing the loan with your accounts receivable. But my point here is that if you are a young person, again, if you are between 18 and 30 years old, even if you have no credit, no personal credit, or bad credit, or low credit, doesn't matter. There are loans out there that will cater to you. Today, I want to also say that it's important before you even think about applying for those loans to do your research. Make sure the lender that you choose fits your small business needs. Make sure the lender actually is prominent in your industry. Okay, before I get into the actual nitty-gritty, please check out this short evaluation video that tells you how we go about categorizing, reviewing, and listing loans on this show. Check this out. All right, let's start. The top 5 unsecured business loans for young people to start a business. Number 5, folks, we have One Park Financial. Our score, 8.5 over 10. This is a great company for young people. This is a great folks for entrepreneurs between the ages of 18 to 30 to 35. And what are the pros and cons here? Pros, financing is available for qualified startups, low credit score requirements, no collateral required. The application process is fast and easy. And we've tested it out. It is true. It is very fast and easy. What are the cons here? Financing is not available in some states. And the cool thing here is that One Park Financial is constantly developing their offer. So you might want to double check their website to make sure that they're covering your states. And another negative, what we call adverse criterion, is that rates can be expensive. Some additional fees are charged and repayments are required frequently. One thing you need to understand here is that One Park Financial is not a direct lender. Instead, the company has teamed with over 20 lending partners to provide funding opportunities to business owners who don't qualify for traditional loan options. And we love the fact that this is a company whose lending network can provide you with the working capital you need despite bankruptcies, tax liens, or poor credit scores. Did you hear that? So as I said before, it doesn't matter your credit worthiness, you can still qualify with One Park Financial, and this is great. And they just want you to be in business in business for at least 3 months. The minimum credit score 450. fantastic. 450 revenue. They want you to have at least $2,500 a month. Okay, no collateral is required. The interest rate varies by lenders, and the term length can range from 6 months to 12 months. What we've seen in terms of the lending amount, this can range from 5,000 all the way to a million. We've seen people actually, a lot of folks, a lot of small business owners, a lot of young small business owners were qualified for $750,000. The application process is very simple. It's straightforward. Everything happens on the internet. They want you to submit things like bank statements, tax returns, the usual paperwork that you have to submit. Of course, make sure you have a legit business. I'm not asking you to have a sole proprietorship and apply for this loan. You need to have a legit business, a legally structured business, preferably an LLC. Even if you're a one-person business, it's okay. There's something called a single-member LLC, so you can qualify. Okay, no problem, no problem there. And they have a great customer service. Number 4, folks, we are still talking here about the top 5 unsecured business loans for young people to start a small business. Number 4, we have Upstart. Our score, 9/10. Upstart is another great player. Upstart is an online lender that offers consumer loans and business loans to qualified borrowers. And the cool thing here is that you can actually even use their consumer loans to actually fund your business. That's just wonderful. And what are the pros and cons here? The pros: financing is available to qualified entrepreneurs. Borrower qualifications are lower than through banks. Rates tend to be cheap. There are no prepayment penalties. The application process is fast and easy. Funds are dispersed quickly. So we kind of love that. We love the fact that they will just give you the cash ASAP usually within 48 hours. What about the cons? Financing is not available in some states, so you want to really double check your state to make sure that Upstart is lending in your state, and they have low borrowing amount. Now, the borrowing amount actually range from the 5,000 all the way to 250. We've seen in some cases they went all the way to $500,000, but you got to have a strong loan application. Okay, and one thing I want you to understand here is that to qualify for an Upstart business startup loan, you must meet certain qualifications. You got to be a U.S. citizen, and they're not in West Virginia or Iowa. So if you're a resident or if your business is located in those 2 states, you might not qualify. You got to be at least 18 years old and 19 in Alabama and Nebraska. In Alaska also, I believe. You got to have an email account. You need to have a name, date of birth, and social security number. You need to have a regular source of income, both at the personal level and at the business level, or you just need to make sure the business is generating enough income, which is not really logically, especially if the business is a startup. Either way, you got to show something. You got to show some proof of financial stability, right? You need to have a bank account, and you got to have a credit score at least of 575 at least. Okay, this is something important. And in terms of the borrowing amount, as I said, you can have loans that go from 5,000 all the way to $250,000. Even though on some pages, for some people, because actually Upstart they adapt their lending offer to every state. And what we've seen is in our research is that for some states, let's say if you log on to the website from, say, New York or California or Texas, the loan amounts, the loan limits differ. So just something you need to know, okay? I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I just want to talk to you now about number 3, ClearBank. And we love ClearBank. Our score, 9.5/10. And ClearBank is kind of cool for when it comes to funding for small businesses that are owned by young entrepreneurs. Let's say, if you want to have a low-cost merchant cash advance, this is kind of cool. And ClearBank actually specializes on they specializes in low-cost merchant cash advances for online corporations and LLCs. So if you really are in the if you sell on the internet or you do a lot of your business on the internet, you have an e-based business, I think Clearbank, you might want to consider them. They are best for the businesses in the startup phase that don't want VC funding, venture capital funding. You want to pick somebody else if you don't have an eligible type of company, and they finance 10,000 minimum amount and 10 million maximum amount. So the cash is there. Okay. The requirements are like they want you to have an eligible online business. They want you to have at least $10,000 monthly revenue, 6 months of revenue, and you got to be an LLC or corporation. Either way, for all the lenders here, as I said before, you gotta have a company, a legit company. You can't be a sole proprietorship and expect to get a business loan. Now, to qualify or to apply, they need some kind of information from your bank account and routing number, basic information about the business like their EIN, basic information about all officers and directors, articles of incorporation, and state issued ID. Now, they also want to have some kind of business plan. So you want to give them a snapshot of where the business is going, a synopsis of your vision, of your mission, of your operating model, of your business model. You want to give all kind of information that will help you actually get the cash you need. And Clearbank only works right now with the following types of companies. So e-commerce, SaaS, so software as a service, online retailers, subscriptions companies, mobile apps with in-app purchases, marketplace. So this is something you need to be aware of, and they can fund you up to $10 million, and they have low advance fees of 6% to 12.5%, no credit check. They only require 6 months in business. So those are the pros. What about the cons? They only cater to incorporated online businesses, and they have a hard to reach customer service. We try to reach them, and it's very tough. And they want you to repay them daily. So they have a daily repayment schedule. Number two, folks. Number two, we have here Quick Loans Direct. Our score 9.5 over 10. What's the deal with Quick Loans Direct? A great deal. This is a great company. This is an excellent company. They have a strong business model, especially if you are a young person who is looking to start a small business or scale your existing small business. Quick Loans Direct is a great lender to consider. They were established in 2015 by a group of finance industry veterans who are expert in small business funding products and services. So you have the breadth and depth of expertise there from the get-go. So we love the fact that Quick Loans Direct can help you cover expenses, purchase inventory, expand, pay bills and payroll, so that's working capital, and run your business. And with this company, you have an automated application process, so everything is fully automated. It happens online. So you get a quote in 5 minutes, and you get funded within hours. Think about that. You get a quote in 5 minutes and funded within hours. And they give you same-day funding, so a minimal amount of paperwork can get you the funds into your account in under 24 hours, and you can get up to $1 million. And you can purchase inventory with it. You can expand your business. You can pay your bills or manage cash flow. And we love the fact that the Quick Loans Direct has a great ability to meet all kinds of credit scores. In other words, they look at your business holistically. They have other ways. They have alternative ways to underwrite business loans, and they are able to understand exactly where your business is going. But please make sure that you have a business plan. You need to have a way to explain to them, also to give them the kind of the information they need. Okay, they want you minimum time in business 3 months, minimum credit score 500, minimum revenue $2,000 a month. This, you can't get better than that. This is just fantastic, and we're showing you right now. And in terms of the required documents, and Quick Loans Direct require minimal documents. They require minimal documents to get access to immediate funds. Most businesses are required to provide 3 months bank statements and proof of ownership. We're showing this to you right now on the screen. What they actually require, they require an SS4 EIN. They want to have a Schedule C. They want to have a Schedule K1, and they want to have articles of incorporation. The borrowing amount $10,000 to $1 million, term length 3 to 48 months. The factor rate interest rate X 1.05, X 1.4. So the origination fee varies by product. Effective APR is variable, and collateral. Quick Loans Direct actually offers both secured and unsecured loans. Number one, folks. Number one, when it comes to the top 5 unsecured business loans for young people to start a small business. Again, this show is for folks who are between 18 and 35 years old, or even 40 if you think about, I think 40 is still young. SnapCap by LendingTree. So SnapCap is a lending service by LendingTree, and our score is the perfect score, 10 over 10. What are the pros and cons of SnapCap? Low credit score. The pros: low credit score requirements, multiple types of financing available, funds are disbursed quickly, website advertising is clear and informative. And what about the cons? Financing is not available in some states, some additional fees are charged, repayments are required frequently. One thing we love with a SnapCap is that they are an alternative lender dealing in short and medium term unsecured loans, both personal and business. While the usual warnings apply when dealing with alternative lenders, SnapCap does, in our view, an admirable job of educating its prospective customers about what it offers and the pros and cons of taking a short-term cash flow loan. The company also offers daily and weekly repayments, which lends it a bit of flexibility. Okay, so time in business, 3 months. Minimum credit score, 500. Revenue per year, 10,000. So that's 10,000 per year. That's about what? About 750, 800, 850 a month. That's just fantastic. And your business must be based in the United States. You will also need at least 3 months of bank statements for your application. Remember that these are just minimum requirements. And though the minimum time in business is just 3 months, sometimes they've seen that the average borrower has been in business for at least 2 to 3 years. Okay, and also let's talk about the borrowing amount here. So borrowing amount oscillates between $10,000 and $1 million. The factor rate interest rate times 1.05, 1.4. The origination fee varies by products, and the effective APR also varies. And in terms of collateralized loan, they actually offered both secured and unsecured loans. It all depends upon the strength of your loan application and also your personal and business's financial situation. So when we talk about SnapCap, you have to look at a large array of funding options. So you have term loans, unsecured loans, you have merchant cash advances, you also have business lines of credit. All right, and they have excellent customer service, excellent technical support. And this is a AAA. This is an A+ rated lender by Triple B, the Better Business Bureau. So this is pretty cool. And the application happens fast. Everything is just as long as you have all the paperwork required, things can go real fast. All right, folks. Thanks so much for your attention. Today was a quick conversation about the top 5 unsecured business loans for young people to start a small business. And number one, the recap here. Number one, SnapCap by LendingTree, 10 over 10. Number 2, Quick Loans Direct, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, ClearBank, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Upstart, 9 over 10. Number 5, One Park Financial, 8.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.